Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where, as you can see, we are chopping down some trees here because we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Just letting the trees here run. No, we don't have enough wood coming in, so we need to change it. So the idea is going to be this here is going to be logs for oak. We're going to chop down all this here for oak. This is going to become oak here. We'll chop the whole lot down. Nice, that's nice. Let's also chop down this here. And then we'll probably put the planter like over here. And then the harvesters either side of it, and we'll just have that will be all oak for there. In here to here and down here. Sorry, in here. And where the oak is here. Sorry, so the north side of the river, over here and that's all going to become chestnut. Well, the north of the river is all going to become chestnut in here. And then probably all the oak will probably become chestnut. And then down here, we'll change this to be maple. We don't need any more maple, but I'm just going to do that. So we've got maple, so it's kind of evens things out a little bit. Also, if we have more than we need, that means we can drop down some should we require it. So yeah, I have down here built the underground tunnel for water, so everything is green here, which is going to be beautiful. Let's destroy this. Let's destroy this. It does mean we are going to probably drop in chestnuts for a while, so I've been letting you run just to chop all the chestnuts down that you get. But I think it's time to go soon. You can drop down all those trees, so you're still doing that, which is fine. I'll pause this guy for the moment, just to get rid of the oak that's here, and then we'll replace it very, very soon. So that'll be easy enough done. You see what's all parked in rows, and these are all completely random. I really would like to just plant some of them and just have them grow randomly rather than be in rows, which we could do. We absolutely could. I could just like pick a couple of points. So cancel the planting and just do a couple of points and let it all spread naturally. It would take a lot longer to do, which means with chestnuts would probably drop dramatically. But I might not. I might just plant it all in one go. And, yeah, probably that's the way to go. So let's change this to not plant, not yet. Let's not do that yet, because if we do that, these will start spreading. So we want to chop them all down first and then move stuff around later. So yeah. We also need more houses. We don't have enough houses to keep up with all our power. The power is fine though. The power is filling and stays full throughout the day, so that's not a problem. I don't know what carousels are going to do to our power system, but if I do want more buildings, more houses, the only real place I can think of putting them is on top, and then just raising up all of these bits and pieces that we got here up higher to cover it. So yeah, really not so sure about that. Really not so sure what I'm going to do with that. When it comes to monuments, however, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the monuments here. I completely forgot we've got these flat rows here, so I might just put the two monuments there, and the Fountain of Joy. I think here I said about this last episode. I think we'll put it here. So we need to dig out that area here. So let's do that as well. So we want to dig out a 5x5 here. Actually, if we did that, a 5x6, we could then fill that in and run the path along up and round. No, I don't think we could. I don't actually think we could. So we might do this and then run the path around this this way. Like that. So we can put our one in there, and then this and this will fill that in. That's fine. But not on doing the corners here. We could put two more water places in, but the problem is we don't have enough bots either keeping up with stuff. So, but most of the bots that are missing are here in the holding posts. So I think we're okay. I think we're good. So long as we have at least some bots in the holding post, that means we've got enough bots coming in. I think the biggest issue is just we're struggling for wood. We're just struggling for wood. So we want to put in a forest over here. So I want to put one in that can cover the whole area. That won't, because it can't reach far enough back. No, so it's got to be there. which means moving the road, which is easily doable. We could put this like right up here if we wanted to. I do want to plant down in here. You reach to there. Let's put a... So you reach to there. So if we put in a forester that reaches... That's as far over as we can go. So there. The forester's got to go there if it wants to reach where we want to reach to. I'm going to get a bit more centered if I can. Put it there, and then I could turn it round so it faces this side. Needs to go like that. Put it there, and then either side of it we will put lumberjack flags. We'll leave a gap, and I put lumberjack flags there and there. Okay. And we want to path up and we want to connect this all up here. We can get rid of that guy. We don't need a path coming down here anyway. So the path can come along, come up to there and stop, and then all this can be trees to be dropped down. Beautiful. It's already set to all drop down trees anyway. That's fine. So yeah, this can all be oak, and you just replant the oak all the time. And then over here, you will be chestnuts. So let's get rid of you as well. So this will all be chestnuts in here. This would all become chestnuts. This would all become chestnuts. And then this down here will become maple. Still got a lot of trees left to chop down, so we're okay. We're okay. So let's just let that go and do the thing here. So we can fill up on logs. I might also put a log storage in up here so we have double the amount of log storages. We got one down here. So we're in 1,000 logs. What do we need for the monuments and things? So we need 200, 400 planks, 400 planks and 100 wood. Now this needs 2,000 treated planks. How many treated planks do we currently have? 1,000. We can always turn this up as well and get this going. We have plenty of resin. Resin's not a problem. Resin is here. Yeah, resin's... It can't actually reach far enough up here. I haven't realised that. The resin can't actually reach far enough up there. Might move the resin to be here then. Yeah, I might move the resin to be right here so it can step up and reach this whole area there. Yeah, losing a little bit of land, but that's fine, I think. Could also go down here somewhere if we really wanted to. Put it down. You know, it could sit on the corner. We could get rid of these 4 on the corner here, and it could sit here on the corner and pick up pine resin. Pine resin isn't actually going stored anywhere. We're purely running off the internal storage of this guy. Actually, that might be an idea. Let's move this guy over to here. So let's set these 4 to be chopped down. We'll move this up to here so it's closer so we can get all the resin. And then what we'll do is when we remove these after they planted the trees, because we're not going to chop down trees anymore here, we'll put on here a little storage for pine resin. When I say little storage, what I mean is a big storage, because we can do that. We can put down like that, and then we can put down a big storage in here. Have more pine resin. Yay. Okay. Okay. So, super speed up time. Let's see how we go. I did say the end is nigh in the previous one. That is still true, but at the same time, kind of not true because we need to do some more. So, let's have that pouring this way. So we'll put that in there. Yes, we'll unlock that. I don't think you can reach that. No. Food farm district and can't be reached. So we can put in... You put it in supports and leaf here, but then you can't put a road in there. what we need to do is basically just put in one like on the end here temporarily to construct that. That is covering the houses, so we're fine for that. I might put the monuments in just to get them sort of put them in, and then we get them going, and then we get the bonuses from them, and the bonuses from them will help, at least help our beavers run up the wheels to make them faster. So yeah, and let's unpause this guy and this guy as well to get some more going there. So that'll work. Can we also improve the bots? So these, the printing presses can do books and they can do punch cards. I'm thinking of switching 2 over to do punch cards. And seeing whether we can make some punch cards and get some bots with punch cards in them, which makes the bots run faster. So yeah, I think that would help. Yeah. Okay. Let's remove all the trees dropping down here. We don't need those anymore. These are chestnuts, right? Yes, they are chestnuts. I haven't messed that up. There's a random road in the centre there. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, you're up to 49 happiness. Woohoo! Nothing to do in range. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, so you have no chestnuts. You have no thing there. Right, let's put in the chestnut trees there. Let's put in the oak here like this. I'm not going to do that little corner one. I might put a contemplation spot in there or something. I don't know. But we want to change the road. So we don't need a road on the end here. So let's remove this to there. Let's put the road in. What's that? I'm going to change you to be chestnut tree and be bots. You want to be bots and you want to be bots. You haven't gone bots by default because we didn't have the path connected. So we will connect these up like this, and then we will grab the oak and do that. There we go. We also don't need the path under there. Get rid of that. We don't need the supports under here either, but we're going to leave them. We're going to leave them. Okay. Yeah, you're not doing rain. You're not doing rain. That's fine. So you're going to do chestnut first. You're going to come down here and plant the chestnut trees. That's fine. And what I'm thinking is changing this from water to fuel. Oh, you get catalyst as well. Okay. But we'll do bar fuel there. And then put another one over here for bar fuel. Because I've noticed some bots that are travelling a distance don't. They come out, run out of fuel, and then have to walk all the way back to get the fuel underneath here. So if I just spread the fuel around a little bit, that's fine. There's bar fuel there. There's bar fuel in here. There'll be a little one here and a little one there as well. So yeah, let's set that to obtain, and you're set to obtain as well. So you'll get bar fuel, and you've got bar fuel as well. So cool. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. 50 happiness. Woohoo! Woohoo! Whoa! Losing my voice, I'm so excited. But we have no logs now, so yeah. Okay, let's go into the chopping trees. This is fine. You have no, bad. Destroy. And destroy is a priority. Let's put in a tapper shack here. Flip that round. Bum. Boop. Awesome. We'll shut down this tapper shack, and we're going to prioritize pine resin because you might be able to reach some maple. So that's fine. If you reach some maple, it doesn't matter if you get some maple. That's fine. You can only actually reach to here for maple. Oh, so you probably need to move in as well. Hold on. Can I get you, if I turned you round, I can get you to reach, I can't get you to reach all the maple, but I can get you to reach a lot of maple. And you still got all that there. If I put you, strange, you reach the same amount, so. No, I don't think I can. I mean, I'll get you to reach some more maple if I put you that way. So let's do that. Let's put you that way. And then we'll move this guy to here, where we was going to put him. If you remember, I've just remembered we was going to put a guy there for maple. Put on. And then remove this and have the chestnut trees spread naturally here. So we'll remove all of those. The chestnut trees can spread naturally. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That'll work. Yep, that'll be fine. You're going to plant all those down there. That's fine. You are prioritizing pine. You don't need pine anymore. You want to do chestnut trees or anything that's not. Well, yeah, because it's going to be chestnut in here and maple down here, isn't it? So, okay. Okay, so maple. Chestnut. Speed up time. You can go. You're going to be needed, so we'll leave you. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to let this plant and go and do the thing it needs to do. It's going to take a long time to do the thing it needs to do. So yeah. Also, nobody comes to this dance hall over here. They all go to this one. And this is enough to run. I don't think this ever gets anybody. So this is enough to run like every one of my beavers to get the dance hall. Where are we? Where's the dance hall? Where's the dance hall? Carousel, Lido, Detail, Mud Pit. Social, dance hall. Yeah, it's almost 100% filling on here. I think what we need to do is maybe drop down the hours that beavers work. Now they're charging the batteries much quicker. Perhaps they don't need to be working 16-hour days. Maybe we could make it less. We'll see. They don't quite 100% charge the batteries over a 16-hour day. So maybe if we had some more beavers, they could do that. But as I said, to do that, I'd have to put that here. And I'm putting a new... Can't build on top of the roof one. I think we can build on top of everything else, but not the roof one. Just wonder whether we could... Oh, can't build on top of the contemplation spots either. Okay. Might have to remove those. Go up another level with beavers and put it back in again. We need 107 bed occupied, 1 spare, 7 adults. So we've got 108 beavers, and we need 128. So we need another 20 beavers. So that's 2 of those. I don't know if there's a way I can remove some of these, or remove these and put 2 in on the top, sort of different direction. Or just put 4 in and deal with some happier beavers, some extra beavers, and maybe put some more in the holding posts. We'll do that. We could have the holding post running and put our spare beavers into there. That might be an idea. Shall we do that? We don't have any logs. Let's wait for some logs to come in. Let's wait for some logs to come in before we do anything, because we can't kind of do anything right now because we need logs. We need so many logs. Okay, so we have a problem. The problem is a lack of bots. We're running on bots because we run out of logs. And because we run out of logs, we run out of planks, we run out of all bits and pieces to make bots. So I've had to change the priority of these ones over here and actually enable the lumberjack flags to drop down the forest, which has grown. So yay! We can now drop down the wood and get some more wood in. We've got a little bit of logs, but not a great deal. This is all made over here. This is fine. I did build a large warehouse here as well for the pine resin for this guy, so that's that. But you've got no bots in you either. So, yeah. I put a gatherer flag in there, who's now got no one in there. There's a gatherer flag there as well. No one in. We are struggling for bots. So, yeah. hoping that this recovers. So what I'm going to do is basically let it run. Just let it run. Let it do a cycle on the wood here and see what happens here. You will notice some of these trees here have not been planted, probably because this doesn't actually reach that far. So oops. So I planted them with the dev menu. So you can force plant trees if you pick here and hold control. So I did that, and then realised that they're going to get chopped down, and then they won't get replanted. So yeah, okay. Oh well, it's fine. So yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this one here. We're going to let the game run and see what happens with the wood, and then we will come back in the next episode and continue from there. We are still on the cusp of finishing them up. I basically want to build the monument and the 2 monuments here. I want to build those, but we don't have the resources to build them. We need a stable supply of wood. I should have probably built another storage for logs to get that going, but we'll see how it goes. Planks are quite low. Gears are doing all right, but planks are quite low, which means that obviously planks are low, which means that some of the bots weren't being made, and because the bots weren't being made, then the bots come out of working in these guys, and yeah, we end up running out of bits. So, but we should recover. It's just going to take a little while to do it. So, yeah. Okay, we're down to 46 happiness though. What happened? No one's got Agora. Why? Why has no one got the Agora? It's there. Oh, because it's got no extract. Because there's no bots in here getting extract. Well, that's bad water. Hold on. There's no holding post drones. There's no drones in the holding post, so the Agora's offline at the moment because it must be fed by holding posts. So, by holding drone. So yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll just let this go, see what happens, and sort of take it from there. I think I should put you down to 1 and up the priority so you actually get more food in, because we still need the food. So yeah. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.